Today on the channel we are once again talking about a long-distance bus service. Today we are taking a look at Megabus on the route from Philadelphia to New York. It's a very sunny October day in the heart of Philadelphia, the birthplace of the United States. The city has approximately 1.6 million citizens and is unfortunately more known for its drug problems, similar to Frankfurt in Germany, and this issue is quite evident on the streets. But of course, let's focus on Megabus experience. The Megabus stop is located on Market Street near 6th Street in the very historic center of Philly, directly connected to Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell. I highly recommend visiting this beautiful park if you find yourself at the stop early. There's also a small mall nearby if you like this more. About 20 minutes before departure, we walk at the bus stop. Here you find everything serving the North American long-distance bus market. Greyhound, Flixbus, Peter Pan and of course Megabus with multiple lines. For us today we are taking line M23 directly to Manhattan. Our ride is a Van Hole double-decker bus. Double-decker buses are quite rare in North America, and from my research, Megabus is pretty much the only provider using them.
Yeah, I never seen a ticket like that.
That's from BusBud.
Something else? Alright, three?
Yes.
Alright, go.
After ticket check, we head straight to the upper deck and to the front, even though we don't have a reservation for it. But more on that later when we talk about tickets and prices.
Ist es vorne frei? Dann geh schnell hin. Das ist vorne frei. Ja.
The bus itself is reasonably equipped. It has a relatively normal seat, not particularly spacious legroom, and no other fancy amenities to make the journey more comfortable. After all, we are dealing with a low-budget provider. Our bus sets off promptly at 4:30 in the afternoon. I would estimate the occupancy to be around 30%. Most rows behind us are completely empty. I'll explain shortly why that is.
Wo kommt die Disco? Da ist die Disco. Hinter der Disco her.
Gibt's hier stehen hier irgendwelche Regeln?
Let's briefly look at the route. It goes from Market Street in Philadelphia to 34th Street in Manhattan, near the Empire State Building and Madison Square Garden. If you've seen my last video, this is where we started with Amtrak this morning. The route covers about 95 miles and Megabus takes around 1 hour and 55 minutes. While enjoying the bustling American streets, I'd like to discuss ticket costs, booking options and challenges with you. I booked this trip very spontaneously for 3 people 2 days before departure. At least I tried to. Why only tried? Well, I selected bus route and seats on the regular Megabus website, and then, like everywhere else, I tried to pay with my credit card, but that wasn't possible. I received an error message every time, whether with MasterCard or American Express. I tried to contact customer service and quickly got the response that I had been classified by the payment system as a potential fraud. The payment service did like the combination of my card and email address. That has never happened to me before. The customer service solution: I could book over the phone for a fee of $7. Since I only use a data SIM card in the United States, that wasn't an option for me. So one day before departure, I booked through a third-party service, namely BusBud. It cost me $31 including booking fees, so around $10 per seat. The only difference, I couldn't reserve seats with BusBud. My ticket said free seat choice. Okay, then I contacted Megabus customer service again and asked if they could help me. But I got no response, or rather 2 days after our trip. Fortunately, on our trip, we were lucky that the first row on the upper deck was completely free. If I had reserved the seats with Megabus, the first row would have cost me an extra $8 per seat. Standard seats cost $2 and seats with extra leg room in the front rows cost $4. There are power outlets at the seats to charge your mobile device. There's theoretically Wi-Fi too, but in our case it didn't work. But we are used to that from Flixbus and other long-distance bus services. A functioning Starlink Wi-Fi is more the exception there too. On board there's a small toilet for emergencies, and luggage up to 23 kilograms is of course free. What can I tell you about the ride? Our driver was a very pleasant companion. He had his double-decker bus under complete control, drove very comfortably and calmly, a true professional driver. This is not a given, as we had to experience with Flixbus the year before from DC to NY. The 95 miles are driven non-stop. There is no stop at gas stations, so if you need snacks or drinks, get them before. But forgive me, I have to make a little bit of advertising. Most of my viewers are not yet subscribers. I would be very happy if we could change that. So if you enjoy my little travel vlogs, please consider subscribing. Megabus is not the only provider on the route between Philadelphia and New York. You have a wide choice between Greyhound, Flixbus, Peter Pan, Megabus, and if you want to be on the road for much longer, even NJ Transit goes to Philly. But my recommendation is clearly for Megabus. It's simply the cheapest on this route. And would you have thought, according to Flixbus CEO Andre Schwärmlein, the Northeast Corridor, so everything between New York and Washington, is the most frequent connection in North America for the bus market? But if you, for example, commute between those two cities and want to experience real luxury on the highway, then take a look at the Jet. This is a true luxury bus service with business class level, even with service at your seat. But of course, we are talking about a completely different level of ticket prices here. It's getting dark outside and we are getting closer to Manhattan. I don't know about you, but here on the highway I become a little boy with my nose against the window again. It's really a different world for us Europeans. Just these countless huge trucks in all shapes and colors, the wide streets, and here and then a highly lit patrol car. That's really something else, isn't it? The final sprint has begun. The highly lit skyline of New York flashes on the horizon, and with the Lincoln Tunnel we are finally entering Manhattan from Weehawken, New Jersey, past the Port Authority bus terminal onto 34th Street. My conclusion about Megabus? Absolute recommendation. If you book early enough, you get very cheap tickets. According to advertising, even starting from $1, but realistically from $5 to $10 per seat. The comfort level is normal according to the fare, nothing extraordinary, but not bad either. If you like, please follow the channel. The next video to be released in a couple of weeks here will be the new night jet from Berlin to Paris. So back to Europe, I guess.